Good morning, guys. Just want to do a really quick video on what I'm going to make for lunch. Actually, this is going to last for lunch. It's going to ask for lunch. It's going to be a snack. It's going to be supper. It's actually just fun eating, but it's healthy. Let me show you. So one of my favorite things in the world is the Instant Pot. You can make soup that's going to last all day long. You're going to have your legumes in there, obviously, because they're beans. Very, very healthy. Going to get all those minerals. And that's what it's about. Eating food that's healthy, that you can enjoy. And also, if you're just coming off of the addiction of food, you're going to want something that fills you up. You're going to want to eat a lot. Because more than likely you're eating a lot. You're eating until you can't stop eating. In other words, you're eating. You know, food has a big addiction factor to it. So most of us plan our fun time, even sometimes our weekends or evenings, around what we're going to eat. And we should plan what we're going to eat. We should plan on what we eat, but from more of a nutritional standpoint. That's what most people are missing. And sometimes they're missing it because of the confusion. Hold on just 1 second. Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin were getting a little bit loud. So, also, if you're not familiar with Nat King Cole as well, check them out. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so to get this going, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to use this water because that water is like. You ever heard my lecture on water? Water from the sink is going to have fluoride in it. It's going to have minerals in it that your body can't break down because it's so processed. So the water we're going to use is going to be distilled water. Not this one, because this is the one I'm drinking today. First off, if you haven't been here before, welcome to Plant-Based 411. My name is Matthew. It's really good to meet you. If you're thinking about going plant-based, please subscribe. I'd love to have you along the journey. And if you pick up anything from this video, please like the video. I really appreciate it. Okay, 1 gallon of distilled water. All we drink is distilled. There's some big reasons for that. It's going to be difficult for you to find those reasons out there. It's basically because they add fluoride to almost all the water. And the minerals that they add, we're not supposed to get minerals from our water unless we're getting it from a natural spring or from a natural well. You're not getting it from those two resources, and you're purchasing it in a store. The only thing that we should put in our bodies is the only thing that's going to be allowed to go into like an oxygen machine, because our bodies can't break down the minerals either. The only place we should get our minerals from is going to be our food that we eat, not the highly processed toxic food. Plant-based food. Plant-based food meaning, for this channel and for the way I live and for the way I advocate. Matter of fact, I want you to check out the Hallelujah Diet by George Malcolmus and also a lot of other people. If you can go 100% raw, distilled water. So this is going to be number 1. And my name. In today's date, September the 29th. Currently, right now, it is 7:30 a.m. So, all this bean stuff will be done in the next probably 30 minutes. I'm going to go grab another gallon of distilled water. I'll be putting up another video here today, not too long from now. And just to kind of give you a heads up, it's going to have something to do with 1, 2, and 3 bowls. Okay? I'll put those right there for now. You know what? I really like to use... Nah, who cares? We'll use the 1 cup. This is just going to take a while. Oh my gosh. Alright, so here is 1. Yeah, this is distilled water too. Just make sure that you know that. Getting pretty good at that. That's number 2. Working on number 3. Yeah, we went for a walk this morning. That was fun. Dogs are doing good. The temperature outside is in the 50s. Here in Tennessee. Wow. So, just because you cook with water, it's not okay to use sink water. It's not going to cook that junk out of your water. Still going to have the fluoride and minerals. It doesn't do anything. If you were to put it in a distiller, that's totally different. Almost put in this whole gallon. Might end up putting the whole gallon in. Looks like I am going to end up putting the whole gallon in, actually. I think we're good right here with folks. But anyway, I'll probably eyeball it now. That's a lot of water. Okay. So, now it's time to... This right here, 15 bean soup. It is it's really, really good stuff. I like the Cajun. Obviously, this is going to be plant-based, and it is, it's going to be processed. Let me tell you what. It wouldn't have to be. Well, I mean, obviously it is because I'm cooking it, but I am going to put this Cajun seasoning in there. I am. So here goes a whole thing of beans. Also, lentils are very highly nutritious. Hey Google, are lentils nutritious?
On the website hsp.harvard.edu.
Hey Google, repeat that. Hey Google, are lentils nutritious?
On the website hsph.harvard.edu, they say lentils are low in sodium and saturated fat, and high in potassium, fiber, folate, and plant chemicals called polyphenols that have antioxidant activity. People also ask me, are lentils a superfood? Want to hear the answer?
Yes.
On the website tasteofhome.com, they say, and, as noted in the San Francisco Chronicle, a diet high in lentils and other pulses can reduce your risk of cancer, diabetes, and heart disease.
I'm going to do half a bag. I put 3 more cups of water in there than I usually do. I think we're going to be really, really good. I'm going to give you a visual of what it looks like in there. That's what it looks like. Okay. All Now, we're going to take a seasoning packet. I'm just going to put it in there right now. The one other thing I'm tempted to put in there, but I won't do it till later. Marley's barking at the neighbors. But organic honey. If you've been watching this channel at all, you know that organic honey is golden medicine. It's going to add that savory, sweet flavor to it. I am not going to put it in here, and the question is why. Because I'm only cooking for myself. And you can put the honey in afterwards. Also, when you put it in afterwards, the honey sometimes, depending upon how thick the soup is, it's going to stay towards the surface, so you're really going to have more of a sweet taste to it. I do it for the nutritional aspects. But it's also very enjoyable. So if you can find something that's nutritious and enjoyable, you got a win-win there. All right. You're probably thinking, that's common sense. You're right. All right, so we're going to plug her in. I got to tell you, the Instapot is one of my favorite devices to use. We have two of them. I think this is the bigger one. I don't know. I got my dad one. It's the big one. He likes it a lot. So we are going to do for this one, we're not going to do soup and broth. Okay. Well, basically I hit it on meat stew, and instead of it being on 10 minutes, I turned it up to 20. And then I just let it go. And now it is on. We heard the little ding. So it's going to take more than 20 minutes. Basically what's going to happen, if you're not familiar with an Instapot, which I absolutely love them, they cook so much quicker than a crock pot. You're going to have the Instapot is going to heat up to a certain temperature. It's going to be highly compressed, a lot of pressure on that. And it's going to take 20 minutes for it to be able to cook it, make it soft, make it delicious, and then it's going to take a while for the pressure to come off. So you're probably looking, I would say, an hour conservatively. Well, I started at 7:30 in the morning, so as you can see, this wasn't. And what's so important in our lives is to get away from the emotional eating and get into, what am I going to eat today? Let me go ahead and prepare it. What can I prepare it in a healthy way? And it's going to be like, okay, I'm going to have beans. I didn't have to put in the seasoned packet, but the seasoned packet tastes really good. So yeah, it's going to be really good. And there are a couple days where I'll just sit there and drink the broth. I know that sounds weird maybe, but it just depends on how kind of, if you're, once you get away from the food addiction, your feeling of being full goes away. What you do is you feel like you're full energy or you're not full energy. If you're lacking energy, and mind you, everybody has just different opinions on this, but if I'm lacking energy, that's when I want to juice and I want to drink a lot of juice. When I'm not doing something that's going to be highly physical that day, like this morning I've already worked out quite a bit, but that's just because my body had time to rebuild itself during the night. I had a lot of energy, and without having to eat anything, I was able to work out, feel good. Right now I'm drinking water. In the middle of my water here, actually not in the middle, at the beginning. So, just trying to flush out my body and feel great. And it's like way over 80% of people, it's way over that actually, are not drinking enough water. So, when you don't drink enough water, it sets up the body for disease. When you're hydrated, it sets your body up to be able to clean yourself at a molecular level. When your body's doing the repair, and your body does repair every day that it needs to do. Why? Because it replaces 3 million cells a day. What you eat today is what you become tomorrow. That's who you are. So depending on how much, every bite that you take, every bite matters. So it depends on how much you love yourself as far as what fuel that you give your body to replenish itself. So if you eat a scoop of ice cream, okay, you might enjoy that scoop of ice cream, but you're saying, oh, see, every bite that you eat either heals you or kills you. Is ice cream healing you from a nutritional standpoint, and do you care? Most people, I'm telling you, man, like 99% of the people don't care. If you don't care, that's totally cool. But if you have a disease, or if you're trying to get healthy, or if you want to feel great, if you want to get rid of those aches and pains, I know you're going to care someday at least. You might not care today, but you're going to care. And you know, well, I mean, that's just the way it is. So I hope that, I'm going to go off on a little tangent real quick, okay? Speaking to a gentleman the other day, actually yesterday, he's 58 years old, he's 70 pounds overweight, he's going to eat at, he ate at the Cheesecake Factory, he ate a salad covered in salad dressing that was unhealthy, cheese, you know, he and I had a little talk, and we talked about apple cider vinegar with lemon. I talked to him about dairy and meat. I talked to him about just eating foods that are from trees and bushes in the garden and nuts, seeds, and legumes and yada, yada, yada. And I told him about the inflammation in the meat and the dairy and the gluten. And he's either going to run with it or he's not. But at least he now knows clearly that, and it resonated with him. He had actually been on a meat diet. That meat diet did do him some good for the short term, but in the long term, he's not healthy at all. You know, he's getting that inflammation. You know, at first you can keep that inflammation away by not eating carbohydrates, but in the long term, it's not working. It's not gonna work. In my opinion, none of this is medical advice. I gotta say that even though I'm a decade in and I know what I'm talking about. So, anyway, okay, let's get back to the major reason for this video. Plan your day out, plan your foods, eat on them and have fun, you know, feel good. So I will be eating this, a lot of organic honey, gotta eat some avocados today. You know, there's so many different things you can eat, and I'll be eating almonds, cashews, raisins, you know, just snacky foods, you know. But I'll check in with y'all later. Y'all be good.